cops couldn't, get there sometimes. Or
Right.
So
Right.
you paid the.
See, the thing about the mob is, at certain things they were you really could use them.
Right.
And other things it was not good. So it was kind of like, it was a double-edged sword with those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you really were in a jam and somebody was going to hurt you, and you went to them and they said, who's going to hurt you? Really? What? No, okay, I'll talk to him.
Right.
Then they saw the guy and they said, look, that's my friend. Now his problem is my problem, which is now your problem.
Right.
And that's it. Nobody would bother you no
Yeah.
more. So, and growing up with them, it was great because I was able to write about them a lot.
Right.
Well, then I want to ask you, do you remember, not the first day of the movie, not the first day of the play, when was the first moment you put pen to paper and started to begin to write A Bronx Tale?
And did your friends in the neighborhood call you a certain name because you were a writer?
Because you were right. Were you
Well, when I was younger,
Yeah.
when I was 17, 18, if I would write, I used to write poetry and little short stories. They said, "What are you?
What are you? What is this, the Zagat survey?
Hey, what are you? A little wet behind the ears here? What's going on there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough to be
It's
an
tough.
artist in the Bronx.
It's
No?
tough. Well, I get up stage. Guy runs over to me, stage manager says, Robert De Niro is in your dressing room, just saw the show. He wants to talk to you. I said, Bob De Niro in my dressing room? He said, yeah. I said, fuck. So I go in the dressing room and there's Bob. He's sitting there, he's like, it's a show. What a show, great show, man. He goes, best one-man show I ever saw. I was like, he goes, look, Chazz. And I said, I know, Bob, I know. He goes, look, I really want to do it. I said, Bob, this is how crazy I was. I said, Bob, I got to play Sonny and I got to write. He goes, I know. He goes, let me tell you what I feel. He goes, if you sell this, they're going to come to me anyway. So listen to me. He goes, you should play Sonny. You'll be great. And you should write the screenplay because it'll be honest. It'll be real. He goes, I'll play your father and I'll direct it. And if you shake my hands, that's the way it'll be. I shook his hand, and that's what happened.
And then you guys went out to meet some black girls.
And we went out.
Because if there's two Italians that like black girls, it's you and Bob De Niro.
Yeah.
Actually, Bob and I went to the Cotton Club together. We had fun. Hey, the stuff that you really are afraid to say are the things you should say. Because that's where the gold is.
Sure.
And you know who told me that? Arthur Miller.
Wow.
The great playwright.
Yeah.
I did a workshop with him, View from the Bridge. And he knew I was a writer, and I spoke to him about writing, and he told me that when you're writing and the things that you're afraid to edit, that's what you should leave in.
Yeah.
That's where the goal is.
That's what it is.
Leave all the Zagats
Yeah,
in.
leave everything. Yeah, no edits. No edits at all.
The
Mike.
Richard Gere part, keep it.
Yannis is full Greek, and Yannis' wife is half Sicilian. Yannis is saying because his wife is half Sicilian, that entitles him to a gumare.
But
I always tell her, I say, hey, it's your culture. It's your culture.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, the Italians in Italy, the priest tells the girl, what, the day of their getting married, you know he's going to have a gumare. So just whatever you do, don't let it bother you. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, the freaking priests have
The
gumares.
priest tells her.
Yeah. I try to tell my wife all the time.
Yeah,
I say,
I think
look,
it's-
I'm getting a gumar for you. It's your culture.
I don't
It's
want
not
to be
my culture.
disrespectful.
You're Sicilian.
Yeah.
I'm doing it to respect your culture.
Have a gumare.
You gotta get a gumare.
Yeah.
Chazz, I gotta ask you, what was it like working with Woody Allen?
Woody Allen was great.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't talk to you.
Right.
If he talks to you, that's not a good sign. If you're shooting the movie and he starts to talk to you a lot, that means you're going to get fired probably.
Really?
Yeah, because if he starts telling you, no, don't do that, do this. And I went to him, I said, Woody, what about, he goes, no, just do what you want, Chazz. Do whatever you want.
Interesting.
And so he let me improv and let me do a lot of, he let a lot of us improv. Some people he didn't let improv.
Right.
Every movie I ever did,
You have the script.
I was signed by the cast, hermetically sealed.
Except for Chris's pilot, you
Hermetically
fucking
sealed.
threw that in the
Well,
fireplace.
that's in a urinal
Yeah.
on Ventura Boulevard.
I love how Italians always give a nickname, and sometimes that nickname, or oftentimes that nickname, is the person's worst quality, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Every time it's the worst quality.
Yeah.
My favorite was my friend Jesse. His father grew up in Bensonhurst, and they said there was a kid that didn't come out of his house before 5 o'clock, so they called him Sammy the Mole. They called him the Mole.
Come on. Yeah. No, the best thing I ever saw is I was at Chazz's restaurant. We're sitting down eating. Chazz's got on a black, Chazz's look, the black turtleneck, fucking black jacket, sitting down, he gets sauce on his turtleneck. One of the waiters comes over, brings him another turtleneck. They just had another turtleneck. And he
We
said,
had another black turtleneck.
comes in with a
bag.
fresh turtleneck. I
Now,
was like,
if you were to rank cuisines, is Italian number one and it's not even close?
Not even close.
not
Italian's
even
always
close.
number one.
As a matter of fact, Chazz, is it a little disrespectful if somebody says something other than Italian cuisine? Even though I know you support all different races, religions,
Yes.
but if they say with food Italian,
With
it's a little
food.
disrespectful.
Well, why is pizza the biggest selling thing in the world? I mean,
It's not because the Chinese made it.
Yeah, it's absolutely. But they did make the virus.
Yeah, but they did make spaghetti, the
Yeah.
Chinese. If the Chinese keep trying to claim credit on spaghetti, it's somebody with Marco Polo, and I want to say, fuck you. Italians made spaghetti.